but I do things to reset most mornings, and it's such a big difference. So I would love to get you into that. So actually, let's do that today. Let's do something that will only take maybe 5 minutes to begin. Something that you can do when you're waking up, 5 minutes, and I promise it will make life just different. I'm sure if you try it this whole week, yeah, and then it would definitely make life different. And it has all got to do with using the body to get to the mind. So you're not going to even need to get meditative. You're not going to need to do anything. You're just doing things to your body so that all the crazy stuff that's going to distract you because you're uncomfortable can be taken care of. So I think we could start. I'm going to get us to start. Actually, make sure you have a strap or something that you can use to reach your legs with. So making sure that we have that. And then when we're ready, and for those of us who are already here, you can take a little support under your head if you like, something under your legs if you like. It's not necessary. You can just come to your mat in the morning or even do this in bed, and it's super helpful. I feel like a chiropractor when I do it. I get really satisfying cracks and such. But we're going to start with firstly doing our Supta Pada Gustasana hand to big toe pose, which, as you know, we do it kind of with the leg here and then across and then outwards. We're going to start there, nice and easy. So in the morning, when you get up, when you're kind of not really sure where you are and your whole body just feels like a robot, you're going to let yourself find an excuse to lay down again. And then making sure that you're comfortable, adjusting so that your entire back body is supported. Just take your strap and put it around your right foot. And then maybe take a moment, just kind of swing the leg around left and right. Make sure the hip joint feels a little easeful there. Great. And then we're just going to start with drawing the leg gently in. So because it's the first thing in the morning, you want to micro bend your knee. You don't want to just kind of pull and yank and make yourself feel like things are extra hard. So micro bend that knee, just draw the leg in, and we'll take about 10 breaths there. It's nice and simple, shoulders are relaxed. Then knowing that there's nothing else to have to do, as you stay here, you can start letting the leg kind of relax more against that support, against the belt or your hand, whatever you're holding your leg with. Nice. And then even consciously let the right hip just relax a little in its efforting. Great. I'm going to relax the shoulders here. Nice. And we'll take a few more breaths like that. Right, Mikkel? So just starting here. We're just drawing the leg in. Good. We're trying to do something that will only take 5 minutes to make the body feel better in the mornings. So then we're going to take the belt around the hand, around the left hand. We're just drawing the leg across. Now for this one again in the morning, let's bend that right knee a lot. So bend the right knee and then turn a little belly button to your left so that we can get into the right hip. And then we want to draw out that right arm and just let ourselves open through the chest. Nice, so just breathing into this. And as you do that, it kind of awakens the leg. It awakens into sensation, and sensation just helps us to come back here into the body. So taking about another 5 breaths here. Letting yourself practice in the morning to just be with one breath at a time helps to set the tone for your day. Nice, and then we're going to bring the leg out and wind the belt around the right hand and just the leg all the way out to the side. Press away through the right foot into the belt. Shoulders are relaxed. Nice. Somebody's home has some nice music right now. Okay, and we're just gonna continue there. I'll come do the mute thing in a little bit, but it is nice to have music, so I do have that in the mornings. I just yell to my device to play some morning yoga music, for instance, or even music for waking up. It's very nice. And then we're gonna bring the right leg in, nice and simple, and just rest the right leg down. Great, then from here, before we go to the other side, you're gonna bend your right knee. Take your right foot outside the left leg. So the leg is crossing over and out. And this is the part I really like when I give myself a big chiropractic adjustment. Left hand outside the right hip, right arm is just bracing against the earth. And we're just gonna go across and kind of let it do its thing and let the back crack a little there. If it does. If it doesn't, maybe it's good. Maybe you're not having that kind of issue. So I'm gonna breathe there. My legs on the bolster just because I have one, so the hips are raised a little bit. If you don't have a bolster, same thing. Great, and then we're just gonna come back, draw both the knees in, head towards the knees, rock a little on your lower back. Nice, and then just other side, nice and simple. Take your belt around your left foot, and again, we're just gonna draw the leg towards the body, micro bend the left knee. Nice, relax your shoulders. And then all you're doing once again is letting yourself just enjoy breathing. So nothing else to have to do. It's almost like your meditation. It is a form of meditation with the body. So each breath, feel the breath flowing in. And as you exhale, let the breath flow out. Just notice where the breath goes. Notice where it journeys, where it touches into the body, what it changes as it makes that journey through the body. Nice. Great, then we're going to bend the left knee a little. We're going to draw the leg across the body. And again, left arm is going to open out. You're going to hang out here. So the key is when you're waking up, when the body is kind of at where you feel the stiffness the most, that's when you want to just really go where it is able and happy to go. There's no need to push or try to make it do anything different than what gravity and the body's mechanics are happy to do right now. Just breathing here. I'm going to take 8 more breaths here, just one breath at a time. Relaxing that left hip. Turning open the chest, especially the left chest, towards the sky. Just notice that belly kind of flowing with the breath, belly growing a little bit, expanding as you breathe in. Feel that massage of the belly against the leg, and as you exhale, let everything soften. Nice. Great, and then bring the leg back to center, take the belt in your left hand and just extend the leg to the side. And we'll hang out here too, just for about 10 breaths, relaxing the shoulders. Nice, and if you notice anything on the body that is kind of still trying to hold on to itself, see if you can just soften that efforting again. Maybe the right elbow comes back to the mat, right shoulder softens. Just breathing as you extend the leg, as you feel the length of the leg, the sensation of the leg. And then let yourself focus on that sensation. The sensation could be a way for you to meditate. So one of the ways that we meditate is on sensation. Just notice the sensation, what it feels like. Just really let yourself feel maybe the temperature of it, the intensity of it, the location. Great, and then we're going to bring the left leg back in, relax the leg, just leave the belt to the side, and our big lower back adjustment. You're going to bend your left knee in, left foot outside the right leg, and then we're going to let ourselves start to roll towards the right side. So left knee across the body, left arm extended, and just breathe in here into this deep twist all the way across the body. If for your body, when you come into a twist like this, it feels like too much almost, maybe you're arching your lower back a lot. See if you can lengthen the lower back a little bit there. And then don't go as far if it feels like a lot. Nice, so we'll take a few more breaths here. Great, and then come back to center, and you're gonna hug your knees in one more time, arms around the legs, and just let yourself roll side to side. I'm gonna get you to roll there for another half a minute. I'm just gonna come press the mute button now for all of us. Oh, that's over the other side. For some reason. Okay, and then from there, you're going to come into happy baby. So take your time, come into happy baby. You're gonna hold your outer feet and let the knees bend, let the shoulders relax. You're gonna take maybe half a minute just to hang out in happy baby. Nothing else to have to do. The hamstrings are opening here, the hips. And just allowing that whole lower back to have a chance here to reset. So this helps to bring a bit more symmetry back to both sides of the sacrum. We're going to get you to take 10 more breaths here. Great. Nice. And then from your happy baby, you're going to bring your legs back together. If you have anything in your way, like your cushion under your legs, you might want to push it a little further back. Just a nice, gentle twist now. So knees are together, arms are open. You're just going to drop your knees side to side, looking to the right if the knees are going to the left. I'm just going to do this for a little while. This is such a wonderful one for waking up the whole body and for creating relief in the whole body. So for about another 10 breaths here, just about that amount of time that feels just right. We're really experiencing this shape and this movement, getting those vertebrae kind of loosened up, just side to side. About a few more times. Great. And then from there, come back to center, back into happy baby. Hands onto the outer feet. Take a few more breaths here. Great, then we're going to cross the ankles, press with your hands against the mat, tuck the chin, and you're gonna roll up to a seat. Nice. So it took a little longer just because I was talking you through it, but if you do this for about 5 minutes in the morning, just start with your legs and then do your hip twisting and then do your reclined twisting and then a little bit of happy baby. That should be a nice way to start. How are you feeling? Do you feel any different? Awesome. Great. So yeah, anyway, I know it works, so you just need to adjust it to what works for your body. For some reason, I can't mute everybody else today, so I'm going to leave that. Mute yourself if you'd like to. Okay, and then let's come now into cat and cow. So have your hands wide and spread, have the knees under the hips, and in your own time. We all know this one really well now. So when you inhale, roll the heart up, stretch out the belly. And when you exhale, round your whole spine and bring the mid back all the way to the sky. Today I'm going to focus more on the hips with you and the shoulders. So continuing to just really enjoy drinking in the breath through the nose as you round the heart up. And then as you exhale, mid back, rolling up to the sky. We'll do a few more of those. Make the spine nice and happy. Great. And today we're going to twist here. So right hand is on the floor and you're going to inhale, bring the left arm up so you're turning your chest towards the left. And as you exhale, just bring your left arm through to the right side. Nice. And continuing like this in your own time. Inhale to draw up, exhale to move it across. Great. And then come back to center. Take a moment, just rock cat and cow again from the center. Take a few neck circles. And then we'll go to the other side when you're ready. So left hand is on the ground. Inhale, right arm up. And exhale, right arm is going to sweep across, twisting across the spine, across the mid back. And again, inhale, we're going to open up through the heart. And exhale. So with your own breath now, be quiet. And you do it a few more times. Great. And then coming back to center, again, doing our cat and cow. And turning into the head and the neck again, a few circles. Great. Okay, and then from there, you're going to come into downward dog or half standing forward bend. So whatever feels best for your body today. Hands are spread, draw your hips up, draw the hips back, come into your downward dog. I'm going to demo the half standing forward bend today just because we don't demo that one as often. So roll your shoulders back, draw your hips back, lengthen the heart forward. So the eyes are soft, the eyes are looking forward. Micro bend the knee, draw the hips back. Take a few more breaths there. And then if it feels good for you, you're going to micro bend one knee and the other. And just draw the hips back, one side and then the other. So even in half standing forward bend, you can let your arms drape forward. Great. And then if you're in downward dog, you're going to bring your left hand towards the right leg. You're going to look under your right arm. And if you're in half standing forward bend, left hand onto the left shin and right arm is going to draw up. So take a couple of breaths like that. Bend the knees as much as you like. Great, and then we'll come back to the center. We're gonna walk the feet back, come into a plank, roll your shoulders back, draw your heels back. You're gonna draw the belly button in, soften through the back of the neck. Take a couple of breaths there. Nice, and then knees towards the mat, elbows to your ribs, gently lower, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, draw the heart up. Come back to downward dog or half standing forward bend. And if you're in downward dog, this time you're bending your left knee. Right hand is on the left leg. You're gonna twist to your left. And then if you're in half standing forward bend, right hand is against the right shin and left fingertips to the sky. Nice. And we're gonna breathe there, relax the shoulders, relax the neck. Great. And then exhale, soften, release back to center. We're all gonna step back to its plank. Roll the shoulders back, lengthen the heart forward, draw the belly button in, and we'll lengthen our heels back. Take a few breaths here. Great, and then knees to your mat, elbows to your ribs, soften the belly to the mat. We'll roll our shoulders back, coming up to its upward dog or cobra together. If you want to come into upward dog, you're going to press down through the backs of through the fronts of your feet actually, and then just pop up a little bit more. So whatever works best for you. And then you're going to twist, look over your left shoulder. Inhale back to center, and then we'll look over the right shoulder. And back to center. One more time each side. Looking over the left, and back to center, and then over the right, and back to center. Great. I'm going to take a short little child's pose. Knees are apart, big toes together. Just relax the arms, forehead towards the mat. Exhale everything through the mouth. You're going to take 4 more breaths like that. Great. And then walk your hands towards yourself. And we're just going to take a seat for a moment. We're going to be facing forward. Nice. And just sit cross-legged with the right shin in front of the left. Nice. We're going to pick up the right leg. Relax the right knee. And then just draw the knee towards yourself more. And just make some circles with the right ankle. Nice. Great. Just getting some movement in there and also getting some of these more neglected parts to open up a bit more. And then turn the circles in the other direction. Great. Nice. And then just regular cross-legged for a moment. Left hand to the right leg. So left hand is pressing against the thigh and just pressing down. Right arm is going to come up. Relax your shoulders, lean to your left, and lean back a little more. Nice, breathe here. Tuck the chin, just gently look towards your right, looking up beyond your arm. Great, we'll take a few more breaths there, just enjoying that sensation of bracing against the leg in order to lengthen out from the side of the hip all the way through to the fingertips. Nice. And then come back to center. We'll just switch sides. We'll even take the left shin in front of the right. Come right into the side bend. Right hand against the left leg. Inhale, left arm up, and then lean towards your right. Nice. Relax your shoulders here. Lean open. the chest. So you're gonna lean back a little more so that the ribs can feel more open towards the sky. And then gently looking beyond your arms, soften your gaze. Take a few more breaths there. Nice. This is a really good one too to do when you're feeling stiff in the morning. This and that hot water shower and you're golden. And then we're back to center. I'm gonna bring the leg up, so picking up the left leg, just holding on to the shin however you want. And then some circles. Nice. Just really getting everything activated. So getting the mind and the body to connect through every part. So right now you can even sense your toes and what your toes are doing here. It's a good thing. So a few more breaths, a few more circles. Great. Perfect. And we're gonna stretch the legs forward, lift up away from the hips. So press down with the arms, draw the heart up, and then inhale, we'll draw up, and exhale, we'll extend forward. Just connecting the hands to wherever they'll go on the legs. I'm going to take a few breaths, rolling the shoulders back, and just bringing the heart forward. We'll hang out here for a while, and then breath by breath, if there's any room that is made as you sense that there is more room available, then softly move forward and in a little bit more. So we'll take 5 more breaths here. Nice. Be kind with our bodies, with your body. Soften the gaze. Relax the chin. Ground through your seat and lengthen forward through the heart. Great. And then walking the hands back towards yourself. We're going to find our belt again. You're going to take your belt and we'll be facing the front edge of the mat. Right leg is forward. Nice. And then take your belt in the right hand. Draw the left hand down to your lower back. And then we're going to draw the arm back. Nice. Take your time here. Draw your right elbow back. Relax the top of the right shoulder more. Nice, and then we'll extend through that left arm. As we do that, we're going to let ourselves get centered through the legs and lunge forward a little bit more. So feel that opening in the front of the left hip. Relax the lower back here. Relax the tailbone towards the earth. Nice. Breathing into this. Breath by breath, right elbow is moving back. Lean the heart up. A couple more breaths like that. Nice, and then relax everything. Just let the arms kind of drape, shake it out a little bit. Let some of that sensation move back down to the fingertips. Nice. And then fingertips to the earth. We're going to come up into a low lunge for a moment. We're going to take this into a twist. So this time, left arm is outside the right leg. We're just going to reach the fingertips towards the earth. It doesn't matter if it touches or not, but we're going to go for that reach. Nice. Right hand onto the right hip and turning open to the right side. To the chest, turning to the right. Extend through that left leg a little bit more. Left heel tacking back. Nice. Couple more breaths there. Play with your balance. Nice. And then exhale, release. Both the legs back. Take a moment in downward dog. Just a quick little downward dog. Draw the hips back. And then we'll come to the other side and grab the belt again. Great. So left foot is forward. Left hand on the belt. Bend the left elbow. Right hand is sliding down to your lower back. And then we're going to draw the left elbow up as we extend the right arm away. So just gently, just explore how far it wants to go on this side. And then we're going to lunge forward, squaring the hips to face forward. Great. And breathing into that, just breath by breath. Continuing to bend the left elbow towards the sky, to draw the right arm back, and to relax the shoulders as much as we can here. As much as we can while we're efforting without over-efforting. So a few more breaths like that. Nice. For 2 more breaths, lunge forward even more if that feels okay. Soften through the shoulders again and lean back to let the heart face the sky. Draw the right arm back. Great. And then exhale, release. Take the belt to the side, fingertips against the mat. We're going to come up into a low lunge. Relax the arms, relax the shoulders. Let everything trail down through your fingertips. Nice. And then when you're ready, we're going to twist to the left. So belly turning to the left side. You're going to take your right arm outside the left leg. And we'll just let it reach down just as much as it wants to go. Left hand on your left hip. And then we'll turn the chest towards the left. Tuck the chin a little bit, looking to your left. Extend that right leg a little bit more. Tack that right heel back. Great, and then exhale, gently undo. Come back through a quick little downward dog. Draw the hips up and back, draw your heels back, let the head go. Let the whole spine just lengthen. And bend your knees. And then straighten the legs a little more, drawing the hips back a little more for 2 more breaths. Great, and then knees back towards the earth. And we're gonna come back towards the seat. Nice. So take a moment here. We're going to set up for pigeon. And for your pigeon, maybe the right hip is going to feel like it's a little bit high when you come into pigeon. So maybe you're going to bring your right knee forward to the side of your mat, to the right side, and the left leg back. And you discover that, oh, there's a lot of space here, and you don't really feel supported because you're just on your shin. In that case, you're going to bring in maybe your bolsters or your cushions, whatever you might have that you might want to use, and then set yourself up to be more supported. So the hip is going to be supported, and then the right leg, just to whatever degree we can, have the right foot raised, the right shin maybe a bit more parallel to the front of the mat. If that doesn't feel good for your leg, just whatever feels natural with the leg, the shin supported. Great, and then fingertips forward. I'm gonna walk the arms forward until the forehead comes to its ear. So setting yourself up for your pigeon in a way that you can stay for a couple of minutes. Some of us might have more props around. If you have another bolster and you want to come up higher, you can do that. Or you can even have the arms raised and the head to the ground. That's more of a shoulder opening. So choosing whichever option feels best for you. I'm gonna hang out here for a little while because this whole group of
muscles in the body tend to be more determined to be together and to, when it's contracted, to just really hold. So just with your breath, with your gentle, friendly, coaxing breath, breath by breath, just remind your body that you are here with your body. You're here for this entire enterprise. So we're all in this together. A few more breaths like that, continuing to let the right hip melt towards the earth, just to whatever degree. There's no rush, there's no hurry. Great, we're still going to be in this shape with the lower half of the body, and then we're going to walk the arms a little closer to ourselves. Again, if you have a prop, you could maybe use it, and you're going to turn towards your right side. So left forearm towards the ground, or hands on the ground if that feels better. You're going to twist. So if it's possible, you're going to keep walking the hands more to your right. Lengthen the spine out of the hips so you're not crunching everything when you're twisting. You're not squeezing everything back together. You're going to keep opening and lengthening. So breathing into this, pressing the left arm against the earth. Turn and look over the right shoulder. Take some time there. Some of you might come a little lower. And just little by little, very, very gently, continuing to deepen it. Almost undiscernible. Only moving into it more if the room is just somehow open for that. Great. Beautiful. And then gently release. So to come out, I'm going to again make a little space. We're just going to kick that right leg up. So those of you who don't like going all the way into downward dog, come into like a plank and extend your right leg up. Those of you who like downward dog, walk your hands further back, bring that right leg back. And then wherever you are, you're just going to make some hip circles. Drawing circles with the right knee. And then reversing those circles. Great. And then we'll all meet back in plank. Drop the knees and walk the hands back towards yourself. Nice. So we're going to come to the left side for this one. Again, if a cushion is useful, we're going to take a cushion. Sitting left hip towards the earth. Left shin again can be natural, so it can just be relaxed like this. The front of the foot just relax like this. Some people, you flex the foot and it feels nice. It feels deeper maybe, and it feels like a good stretch. You can do that. Shin could be parallel to the front of your mat, or it could be relaxed in. So really, whatever feels nice. And then from here, we're going to draw that right leg back. Nice. And then hands are going to walk forward. If you have props that you want to use, again, taking them to support you. I'm going to hang out there. And some of us coming forward, maybe more if you feel like it. Forehead to the mat. So arms can be stretched forward. If you're coming all the way forward, you're going to hang out there for a little while. So just take your time. Just feel there's so much sensation in the hips. And again, let yourself use that sensation as a form of meditation. So let yourself, without judgment, just be fully curious right now about this feeling that you're sensing in the hips. Where is the location of this feeling? What are the boundaries of this sensation? What is the intensity? And as you breathe here, is that intensity shifting or changing in any way? What do you notice? Stay here for a few more breaths. The feeling of being completely aware, of being completely engaged with your sensation is going to come and go. So the mind is still going to want to kind of draw you to other things. But just notice that coming and going. And each time you come back to the sensation, reward yourself. Notice that you were able to notice. Great. And then we're going to take it into that twist. Again, if you have a prop and you're using a prop, maybe the right forearm is on the prop, left hand comes towards your left side, and you're twisting, drawing the heart to your left. So we never want to sink into the twist. We want to draw up and out from the hips. So lengthen up and out, and then twist. And again, to whatever degree feels good. We might be higher here. Twisting, hands propped against the earth. You might just keep walking little by little over the next little while. Barely discernible little bits of advancement to the left as you breathe and as space opens up. Relaxing our shoulders here. Great. And then in your own time, walk your hands back to center. You're going to tuck the right toes, press down with the hands, and then again, extend the left leg out and get it to feel free again. Extending the legs, coming into your hip circles. For those of you who are going to bring the hips a little higher, more into downward dog shape. Same thing. Just finding some ease, really getting your awareness to notice that whole articulation of the hip. Great, and then both feet back on the mat, both the knees. We're going to take our cushions now. We have any cushions that we're using. Maybe one under the belly and one that supports even the forehead a little bit more. So you can come into child's pose supported this way. If you're coming forward without turning the head, make sure that your support allows you to breathe. So the nose is away from the neck support. And then draw your arms forward. And just rest the hips back nice and easy. Maybe you like to kind of turn and rest on one cheek. Then you're going to rest the cheek down, belly still against the support or the earth, whatever feels nice. You'll walk your arms forward again and just relax everything. Bring your toes together, wriggle the hips back. And then when you find that place where you feel like, I can settle here, that will be the spot that you want to hang out in, closing the eyes. And just letting the breath flow now in and out of the body again, just naturally. Letting everything melt away. Having moved through the entire spine, the hips, the shoulders. You're just going to let the nervous system bring it all together now. for you to have to do. You're just going to relax here. It's going to be supported here. I know that some of you are not using props, which is totally fine. Same thing. Any way you can make your child's pose feel comfortable. Just find comfort and relax in there. And then if you feel a little bit sleepy, let yourself drift into that place of feeling a little bit sleepy. So be aware, but relaxed. Great, we're going to stay here for another minute. With every breath, allowing yourself to melt a little bit more into support. Great, and if you were on one cheek, you're just going to be in the same position but turn so that the other cheek is supported now. And then continuing to hang out in our supported child's pose for another minute. Breath, really letting yourself experience, allowing the weight of the body to be held, to be supported by the earth, against the earth. Take 3 more cycles of breath here with each out breath, just letting everything melt away through the breath. Then in your own time, begin to gently come back to center and then walk the hands back towards yourself. Nice. We're going to use our cushion. I see that almost everybody has a cushion or a pillow. And let's take one right under the solar plexus. So we're going to be laying forward, just all the way forward. I'm going to make some room, make sure that you have space behind you. If you have a little more of a cushion or a blanket, you can even put one under your shins. So you're going to come into this with the shins on that little more support. If you don't have it, it's fine. And then we're going to bring ourselves forward, solar plexus resting into that pillow or blanket that you have. And we're going to come all the way forward now. If it feels okay to relax the forehead with the chin tucked, you're going to do that. And just extend the arms. If it feels better to collect the arms and have your arms maybe stacked on top of each other, or your hands stacked on top of each other. You can do that. And then just resting forward. So whatever feels like a nice supported place to rest, everything, front of the forehead, front of the solar plexus, hips and thighs towards the earth, shins maybe supported, maybe lengthened against the earth. Now we'll give ourselves a little time here to really marinate into this restorative shape. So whatever feels best for your body, finding that, softening into it moment by moment. And so in this, more of your body is giving, yielding into gravity. More of the different places in the body that are connected to the glands, to where certain chemicals are produced and generated that will support our well-being, our being released. And so just trusting this restorative shape to be good medicine. Let's stay there for another couple of minutes. Nothing else to have to do. Just letting the in-breath flow through the whole body. Feeling it against the earth, your breath, your front body. And as you exhale, trusting the medicine of the earth to hold you and to support you. Nothing else to have to do. Just one breath at a time. Support holding you. And as you rest here, I'll read to you from Joy Harjo's poetry, It's Raining in Honolulu. There is a small mist at the brow of the mountain. Each leaf of flower, of taro, tree, and bush shivers with ecstasy. And the rain songs of all the flowering ones who have called for the rain can be found there, flourishing beneath the currents of singing. Rain opens us like flowers, or earth that has been thirsty for more than a season. We stop all of our talking, quit thinking, to drink the mystery. We listen to the breathing beneath our breathing. We hear how the rain became rain, how we became human. The wetness saturates and cleans everything, including the perpetrators of the second overthrow. We will plant songs where there were curses. Just allowing the poetry to ripple through each breath. Allowing yourself to listen to the breathing beneath the breathing. And allow there to be mystery. not needing to be thinking, just experiencing. Rest here in sweet silence for another minute. For those of you that want to rest here for your Shavasana, feel free. If you want to come into any other shape for Shavasana, including supported child's pose, feel free to make your way into that. In your own time, just allowing everything to fully settle again. We'll gently rest, simply breathing, simply be in your Shavasana. Deepening your breath, smooth, deep breath into the body, feeling your breath, prana, circulate throughout the body, feeling relaxed and complete, just as you are. And in your own time, finding your way back to your side and then to any comfortable seat. We'll meet with the eyes softly closed and the palms together at the heart. And take a moment just to savor our practice. To let that sweetness ripple out into the world. So we'll chant Om together to seal the practice. Just taking a breath in And bowing to our hearts and each other. Namaste.